Hey Cancer, thank you so much for joining me for your December Horoscope and Fiercely Focused reading. I want to wish you super happy holidays and tell you that whatever you're celebrating and with whomever you will be spending this month, I hope that you are surrounded by love. I hope that you feel the strength of yourself and the people who really truly support you. Spirit's been coming through with different messages for everybody when I'm wishing them happy holidays, so that's been like an interesting, like, whoa, I wasn't expecting kind of like channeled information to come through when I was talking about that, but there it is, Cancer. Your reading has started before it started. And I also wanted to say, if you're bad like me and you are still doing your holiday shopping, or if you have a couple people left who are just really hard to buy for, or maybe a little unique and offbeat, I have linked gift cards from my shop down below. They're fun, I promise. I've received like readings as gifts before, and this is not a pat on my own back. It's just such a neat, cool, kind of out of offbeat thing. I don't know, it's fun. All right, Cancer, but now down to business. What does Cancer need to know for this month, Spirit? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising in December 2017. What do they need to know? And don't worry, Cancer, in just one sec, I will pan you down to see your cards. Cancer. Wow, gorgeous right up front. Okay, all right, Cancer. I see you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know this month? What do they need to know in December, Spirit? What do they need to know? What do they need to know, Spirit? For their highest good. Always for their highest good, Spirit. Cancer need to know. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Wow, that one flew out. Okay, all right. Let's get everybody lined up here, and then I'm going to pan you down and show you what you're working with. Oh, wow. There's been some themes this month. You know, you're the fourth sign, and in like 3 out of 4 of these spreads, a couple of these cards have popped up. So, you know, definitely this is holiday stuff, but I mean, we're all wrapping up the end of the year, so I guess we're all kind of in a state of like, you know, that philosophical, you know, where am I going? Where have I been? But that said, why don't I just show you, right? Okay. Pardon all of my face. Okay. All right, Cancer. So like I said, beautiful, beautiful beginning. Victory. Victory, public acknowledgement. This is a month where you're really going to, I feel like so many of you are going to be recognized and acknowledged and really feel that sense of pride, you know, that sense of like, wow, somebody really did notice me. Somebody really thinks highly of what I do. This is awesome. And there's this amazing opportunity. This opportunity to make more money. This opportunity for you to seize, for you to fight. And then if you really sow your seeds and really take this on, it can multiply fast. That's what they're telling me. Okay. I'll show you this lovely lady here. 9 of Pentacles. There's only one card in the deck for the successful self-employed person. And this is I can talk. This is also often known as the single and happy card. So, especially because we have the Hermit here, I do feel that singleness is a theme for many Cancers in December. And like I said, you know, the holidays, it brings that stuff into stark relief. those of us who may have lost a loved one, or those of us who may have had a breakup, or, you know, we're spending this year alone and last year we were surrounded by people. The holidays, as fun and wonderful as they're supposed to be, it almost makes us feel guilty if we're not feeling like that. It almost makes us feel like there is something wrong with us if we're maybe spending time by ourselves, or we just don't feel that ecstasy that, you know, the commercials tell us we're supposed to be in. Now, that said, and I should say here, Cancer, these are general readings. So some of these messages will again, I swear I can talk, Mercury retrograde. Some of these messages will resonate more than others. And if something doesn't resonate at all, I don't want you to worry, because then that definitely applies to a different Cancer who's listening to this video, because there's more than one of you, and Spirit gives me a lot of messages trying to give me the most that they can without completely overwhelming both of us, okay? All right. So for those of you that really are just single, straight up single, I don't want you to worry, because the Two of Cups is sitting here. Take some time to focus and work on yourself, to enjoy yourself. The Six of Wands is also kind of a very individualistic card. Sometimes it is a card of wanting to be noticed and acknowledged and appreciated. And, wow, this is deep, Cancer, but Spirit just said, so maybe you really owe yourself some appreciation. What is it that you're trying to get from other people, and can you give it to yourself? Of course, you can't give everything to yourself. We need other people. It's not what I'm saying. But Spirit is definitely talking about contenting yourself by going within. Thinking that if love comes along, if an invitation, for those of you who are already in a relationship, if an invitation comes along, it should be only an addition to an already whole and complete and enjoyable life. I feel like some of you are doing, this is so deep, Cancer. I feel like some of you are doing a lot of work on codependency, on becoming too enmeshed and wrapped up in like your partner's problems, or, you know, your family member's problems, whoever it may be that is important in your life. You know, you do have, you know, you're the mother of the zodiac. You have a little bit of a martyr complex at times. Like, I'll run myself ragged, I'll work myself to death so that, you know, this person can have what they need. And you know what, Cancer, that does a disservice to the other person too. Because when you're dead tired, this is what they're showing you. Okay, I'm just going to pick up these cards and show these to you in like the order that Spirit's giving me. Okay. When you're already dead tired and done, but you're still like, here, let me come to you and give you of my cup. Like, let me pour to you more from this empty ass tank. You're going to end up doing this. Like, this lovely picture is going to turn into like, like you never do anything. You said you would wash the dishes. Like, there's no... I feel like there could be conflict this month. And not... It just feels like there needs to be balance. There needs to be some harmony and balance brought into this. So, take care of yourself first. You know, to use the old cliche, like put on your own oxygen mask first, right? I mean, that's literally the rules to saving your life. So it should follow that it could also improve your life a great deal to make sure that you're filling up your own tank before you're running around saying, oh yeah, I can lend you $10 for gas. Is your own tank full, Cancer? Or are you distracting yourself from the fact that you're running on fumes by going and like making magic for somebody else in their life? Bring the magic home. Bring the magic to yourself. You are meant to feel very content and excited with your progress this month. These are two fabulous cards, and lined up next to each other, it's like not just the recognition, but the personal and professional fulfillment. Like financial and fun, okay? Both. Recognition and getting paid. That is good stuff, Cancer. What do you want to be recognized for? What kind of seed do you want to sow next? What do you want? What are you fighting for? You can cultivate the life that you want in December. You can bring more harmony in. I want to talk about this guy. If you haven't been here before, Cancer, death is nothing to be scared of. This is not a card about, like, I would never talk in a general reading, like for the internet, about physical death. This is the end of a cycle. This is the definitive ending of a chapter. This is like, it's been done to death, okay? You're ready to move on. For some of you, you're ready to move on from being single to being in a relationship. Single, death, new relationship. 2 cups. Looking at things with new eyes is what Spirit just said. But again, I want you to be aware that they're bringing up that codependency thing, Cancer. Make sure that you fill up your own cup. And make sure that when you get with people, you talk to people, and you think about this new relationship, if I saw the Fool here, I would probably tell you, jump in with both feet. You know, like, this is meant to be, and this is like a new adventure, and you can't think about it and analyze and blah, blah, blah. But it's followed here by the 5 of Wands, of conflict, of competition, of like, and this looks like such a petty little argument. So I can't help but notice, like, and then you have these 3 cards here, 6, Temperance, 6. These are harmony cards. Harmony. And here's you, Cancer. The Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a fiery sign. So you are meant to invoke some of your fire, despite the fact that you're a water sign. Usually more of a Queen of Cups. But the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Magic. She's very intuitive. She's very charismatic. She's a leader like you, Cancer. You're a cardinal sign. So what is your message? What is your art? What is your creation? Are you ready to be a fearless leader? The other thing about the Queen of Wands is she's very content as an individual. She's very content to be unique. These 2 could be like sisters. It's so funny, but like Spirit was like, yeah, sisters doing it for herself. Like, you guys are doing it for yourselves. And like I said, you're a cardinal sign, the initiative taker, the leader. There's greater money to be had. There's a greater sense of balance and peace to be had this month when you start with you. Like I said, I do feel that there is love in the air. There's potential in the air for some of you, and for some of you, it's somebody from the past. 6 of Cups is a very saucy card in this deck, but normally the 6 of Cups is the 2 kids exchanging cups with each other. This is about past loves. And for those of you who it's like, oh God, no, please, I don't want anybody coming out of my past. Well, A, watch out for it. But B, this can also be, because general readings, remember, Cancer, this can also be a relationship that feels really open and fun and playful, like a child. Like, wow, I can really kind of just like relax and let down my hair with you, and we can just like be stupid and play games and laugh and watch these like old movies together. This month is about replenishing for you, Cancer. Replenishing and recognizing when you do start getting into petty arguments or fighting for things, or people start trying to kind of like drain your cup, that you just take notice. Just the simple act of becoming conscious of it is enough to change it. Science has already proven that just by observing something, we change it, you know? Gosh, I wish I could remember the name of the experiment right off the top of my head, because it has a famous name. But basically, there was somebody who, if you know, please put it in the comments. That would be awesome so other people can see. But there is this experiment that and people have done all kinds of variations, but one of the variations was, you know, taking like 3 mason jars full of rice and the person running the experiment like would title the jars and also go talk to them and tell them this one phrase each every day to these jars. And one was like, I love you. One was, I hate you. And one was, something like, you make me sick. And the I love you rice, you can go look this shit up. This is just true. Google this. Like, the rice that was told I love you and labeled I love you or whatever positive variation looks awesome, looks great, looks like rice. They've done the same thing with water and then crystallizing and looking at what the pattern appears to be when it's ice. And if you look at the I hate you rice, it's like molded and black and like decrepit. And same for like you make me sick. We are fundamentally affected by energy. I mean, what can I say? You're watching a tarot reading, right? I can get like a little bit woo. Energy is real. Everything is energy. You, me, and the coffee cup. When you break us down, we're all just molecules and atoms and just rapidly moving, right, at different frequencies. And if you get in with people who are lower frequency, you will allow your own frequency to be lowered, okay? And here's what I mean by that. I'm going to bring you up, Cancer, so I can look you in the face, because this is important. This is important. Okay. Hey, sorry about the bug eyes. Okay. So when I say frequency, I know like we're getting a little bit, like I said, woo. But when I say that you can get with people that lower your frequency, this is how I can best explain it. Is you can be flying high and going fast. Like, yes, 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 I'm doing awesome. I love my life. Like, my business is going well, or my job, or this or that, my creative stuff. And then you get that phone call from the family member or the lover or the friend, whoever it is that is like, they're bitching or they're complaining or they're always, trying to kind of like rain on your parade or pop your balloon. And suddenly this like, woo, 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 goes to like, and then eventually it's like, I'm trying to like move through tar. Like there's just so much resistance. Like I'm trying to like walk through the mud instead of like, I'm running. This is awesome. And then like people bring you down. What can I say? You got to replenish you. You need to find your center so that when people come in and try to affect you with that I hate you and you make me sick energy, that it's just like like water off a duck, that shit. It just rolls right off because you know what? I love me. I think I'm great. I make me sick with pleasure, bitch. Like, you gotta counteract it. That's your prescription, okay? That sounds simple. But simple and easy are very different things. This is like a pill that you're going to have to take every day or, every hour for as long as you need it. When somebody starts to bring you down or you start to bring yourself down, you got to replenish your cup and take care of yourself and remind yourself like that you're amazing, that you have something worth celebrating, something worth appreciating, something worth acknowledging. You have great gifts, Cancer. Don't allow other people to keep you from being the queen that you are, whether you're male or female, however you identify, king, queen, you're magical. You can create change. Sometimes people get a little jealous, okay? That's all right. You just need to retain your balance. You just need to know there's a reason that she has a white wing and a dark wing. There's a reason why she's mixing, two different elements together and why she has the yin-yang symbol. I don't know if you can see her on her breast. It's not all sweetness and light. Darkness is necessary. Darkness teaches us. Darkness, literal darkness, raises our awareness. All of our senses become more keen in the dark. So it's not that you need to hate or blame the things that come at you and challenge you. In fact, if you can try to think of them as like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. I really needed that. I really needed to learn that. And I could not have learned it if you hadn't been such an asshole. Like, every person, every moment, every circumstance in life, okay, is a perfect teacher. Even and especially when they are a perfect asshole. Like, it takes shadow and light to come up with a picture with dimension, okay? You're becoming more dimensional. You're becoming more powerful, Cancer. You just need to appreciate the people who are coming to teach you and water off a duck that shit. Take the lesson Take the lesson. What is this trying to teach me? How is this pushing me to love myself and respect myself even better? And Spirit is telling me, when you do that, you're going to find your creative output is like through the roof. Like I'm feeling like gateway, like that death card is a gateway. Okay. All right, Cancer. So now let's look at your fiercely focused spread. This is just a quick 5-card reading to look at the theme for your month and the kind of practical steps that Spirit wants to give you to help you make the most of it. Okay. So first of all, Spirit, what is the theme for Cancer? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Wow. Fell right out. Beautiful card for December. Okay. So I love this for a couple of reasons. A, this is very you, Cancer. The Empress literally is the mother of the Tarot. She is nice and pregnant, very Venusian, very much the creative as well. I mean, hello, what is a mother except the ultimate creator? Let your creativity soar. Expect to receive abundant gifts when you give your gifts to the world freely and lovingly. That's the Empress. Like the way that a mother just naturally cares for her child, any good mother. Care for your creative gifts and they will grow into things that nourish you back and give you those gifts, okay? And Spirit is also just telling me, like, feel beautiful. And if you're a man, feel handsome. Take a little time to do whatever it is that just makes you feel good. I'm not saying like you need to like put on a full face of makeup and you need to like strap into a corset and no. For some people, feeling beautiful is like, oh, like I took a shower and I put on my favorite like fucking burlap dress. Cool. Like no makeup, cool. Makeup, cool. Like whatever makes you feel like radiant and confident and like a freaking empress, okay? Divine gifts and divine nurturing are coming toward you in December. So open your heart because it can come in easier that way. It can come in a lot easier when you're expecting it than when you are actively like anti-expecting it, because that puts up that resistance like we were talking about before, like that tar and that mud. Just be like, you know what? I don't even know what could be coming in, but I can't wait to find out. Like, okay. Now that said, let us look at the earthly realm. Your career, your job, your business, your money. Whatever most you need to know, Cancer, in December. Spirit, what do they need to know? What do they need to know for their highest good? Yup, don't hoard your gifts. What did we just say? Give freely and you will receive freely. This is about also a little bit of fear around your money, a little scarcity, a little bit of like, oh my God, like I only have so much, so I better hang on to all of it. Be careful about that, Cancer. Security is very important to you, and I totally understand. My moon is in Cancer. But at the same time, money, like energy, is fluid. And money has a lot to do with our energy and the way we handle ourselves, the way we perceive ourselves. And Spirit is wanting you to know that the money is going to come in a lot easier when you have this Empress attitude of like, I am divinely supported and nurtured by God, the universe, Spirit, whatever you want to call the big good. I am loved. When you pay a bill, you know, instead of like, oh, that hurts, like I just gave up like this amount of money, fuck. Like instead, how about you reframe it as gratitude for the fact that you live in a first world country where you get to pay for electricity and then turn the lights on in your house. Wow, like running water. Oh my God, central air and heat. This is amazing. I'm not kidding. We have a lot. And, you know, if the electric grid dropped tomorrow, I guarantee that we would feel an overwhelming gratitude and an overwhelming just like awakening to the fact that our lives had been so much easier before that, you know? So give thanks for what you do have. And when you pay things, give thanks that you have the money even to do that, even if you don't have a lot left over. What you have to give, go ahead and give it. Just make sure that your cup is full, okay? Okay. All right. So now let's look at your mind. What are you thinking about, speaking about, hearing about in the month of December? What do they need to know, Spirit? Cancer, their highest good. Okay. Spirit threw out 2 cards. Whoa. Okay. I'm just the messenger, so I'm a listen. Somebody is going to be petty. Somebody's going to be petty and shitty and say something that feels heartbreaking, okay? This is separation and isolation, and this guy, spatially challenged, this guy is a blunt jerk, okay? Spirit just said brother. For some of you, this is your brother. Could be just like a family member, brother-in-law even, who just comes through and says something really like abrupt and crappy. Like, are you trying to ruin my day? No. He's just kind of young and stupid. Whatever his age, like chronologically, like it doesn't matter. His maturity level is low. I don't want to mince words. This sucks. Somebody, this person, this Knight of Swords is going to say some hurtful shit, and this is why it's really important for you to feel Empress, and for you to, like, this is why they were bringing up the rice, right? The I love you, I hate you, you make me sick. That person would say you make me sick to you on that day, no matter how nice you've been, because they're in a shitty mood, or they're in a fucking bad place in their life. So you got to let it go. You got to be like, that's on them. Petty, pity. Petty, I pity you. Okay? Cool. And I know that won't always be possible, and it's totally okay to also have those moments where you're just like, fuck this guy. That's okay too. Or girl. Knights do not have to be men. Okay? Alright, Empress. Let's look at your heart. What's going on in your emotions? What are you feeling? What's going on in your element in December? Nice. What a beautiful antidote to the Knight of Swords. So, yeah, somebody might be bringing you some harsh words, but somebody else is bringing you some lovely ones. An emotional gift. This reminds me of the Two of Cups and the fact that some of you, this may be a suitor. The prince or princess on a white horse coming in to be like, hey, do you want something? Can I offer you a cup? You look thirsty. Makes me happy, Cancer. Makes me happy. Now, let's see what's activating you. Take the gifts. Take the gifts, Cancer. They're even more and better than whatever you receive in the moment, Spirit is telling me, is like the unfolding that comes from accepting these gifts goes way beyond. Okay. So what's activating you, exciting you, awakening you, lighting you up? What does they need to know, Spirit? What does Cancer need to know in December? God. Same card, different deck. Victory. Don't hide your light under a bushel. Don't. Put yourself out there. Like, you do you and you take care of you, but when it comes to your skills and your art and your creativity, celebrate. And allow yourself to be celebrated, Cancer. Looks like it's coming to you. Don't let this person rain on your parade when you've got a Knight of Cups, a Two of Cups, a Six of Wands coming to you, and when you're the fucking Empress. Don't let the like, nobody can knock the Empress off their throne, right? So recognize yourself as that. There is an Emperor card for you gentlemen who are wondering, but this is Empress energy. This is receiving. This is abundance and gifts and creativity. So invoke those things to make the most of your month, okay? Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. I really love and appreciate you, and I would love to hear from you. If you have questions or stuff that was resonating, let me know in the comments, and I hope that you will like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you want more. A lot of new stuff coming in the new year, so I'm going to get to work on that. I'm really excited, and I hope I see you there. Bye, Cancer. Peace!